Southern California pipeline leaking tens of thousands of gallons of heavy crude oil may have been damaged by a ship's anchor for up to a year before the catastrophe. Coast Guard investigators say a large ship possibly snagged the pipeline off Huntington Beach, with other ships' anchors adding to the damage. Investigators say they still don't know when the pipeline began leaking. They're planning to look over more than a year's worth of data on ship movements to find an answer. Meantime, some beaches in Southern California reopened to visitors, but they can only access certain areas. The impact from this oil spill is not only affecting wildlife, but also tourism and local businesses. And joining us tonight is Rocky McKinnon. He is a business owner who provides surf and paddleboard lessons in Southern California. Thanks so much for taking the time for us tonight.
Thank you guys for having me.
So you're someone who spends time on the water. You're a professional surfer. For those unfamiliar with Southern California and the beaches and the water there, particularly the wildlife at the nearby marshes in Orange County and the ocean there, just paint a picture for us how precious this area is.
Well, it's a remarkable place. And that's why we get so many visitors here to Orange County, and especially Surf City, Huntington Beach, where we have miles and miles of beautiful, pristine coastline that there's so much space. You have elbow room. You could come down here and really kind of set up your own little place down at the beach and partake in a beautiful beach day, or go in the ocean and get some great waves if you choose to get out there and be adventurous. And like myself, I offer surf lessons, so it's a great opportunity for me to share my passion with surfing with others. And I have an adaptive surfing program here in Huntington Beach also. So we specialize here in being inclusivity. And having that kind of being taken away right now is definitely heartbreaking.
Yeah, talk about, I lived in Southern California for a long time. There aren't that many places in the world where you just see dolphins frolicking around and all different types of birds in Orange County and all of that. That's why people are there, part of the reason.
Oh, yeah, there's tremendous wildlife here. And, during certain parts of the year, you can see whales migrating through here. I have great stories of me seeing that in the lineup and fellow surfers watching whales, dolphins in the morning, different migratory birds. So it's a diverse ecosystem that is greatly affected by this accident. And, a lot of people come here to not only partake in the ocean, but to see that activity also.
Yeah, it's so devastating to see what it's doing to the wildlife. And of course, this is an economic story too. When it comes to tourism and businesses, you're a business owner there. People will always probably go back to the water, but in the meantime, I'm sure they're worried about the toxicity levels. What has that been like, especially coming out of COVID?
It's been a tremendous burden. It's been very challenging for everybody out there because of COVID. And now that we're back to work, and then unfortunately now being forced out of work again, like I was commenting about, I love to share my passion with the ocean and surfing with so many, and to have it being taken away is just so detrimental. Ruby, you've been in the ocean, the healing aspects of being in the water. I saw your stand-up paddleboard segment, and so the healing process, and I've seen people through my surf lessons overcome so much tremendous fear. So to be that, to have that taken away is it's truly sad. And fortunately, from what I'm hearing from a lot of my friends that surf and that live here, from what their reports are, hopefully it's not as damaging as what we once thought it was. So we're crossing our fingers, hoping that obviously the beaches are now open again, but hopefully our water will be open soon so we can go back and enjoy the recreational aspect. And of course, we hope that the environment isn't as impacted as we once thought it was.
Yeah, and just the uncertainty factor too, because although the beaches are open again, they're saying some parts of the water could be months.
Yeah, and that is obviously up to officials and what they see and what they're testing for. But right now, initially, from some of us locals that have been down at the beach and just kind of are down here every day and see the different moods and the different types of I would say during the year, we get oil from time to time, washing up ashore. We get little tar globs just naturally. So hopefully this doesn't impact it even more so than what we normally have to deal with in nature. So that's what we're all hoping for. Hopefully we can get back to doing what we do, and that's enjoying the ocean. And then, like I said, hopefully it doesn't impact the environment the way we first thought it was.
Yeah, well, we all certainly hope that's the case. Rocky McKinnon, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.